Hello, friends. Today's topic is being laid off. Teacher Part 2. Let's rant.
Let me get on camera getting all my students, my female students, doing my hair. Come on, y'all, read the room. Babe, y'all not gonna win this one. Just let it go. Because this argument that y'all are trying to come in my comments and say that he was on break, it was at lunchtime, it was after school. Is he still at school? Was he still in his classroom? He's still a teacher. He's still on school campus. That's like saying, oh, I can have a drink of alcohol because I'm on lunch break. But you're still at school. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to be a teacher when you're on the school premises. You are a teacher. The rules still apply. This is not no hourly worker who clocks in and clocks out. He is a salaried, paid teacher. He got his degree on ethics. He knows the rules. And I know y'all gonna say there's a bunch of teachers on TikTok. There are a bunch of teachers posting on TikTok. That's fine. The TikToks where the teachers are grooming their kids or getting groomed by their kids, that's crossing the line. I know y'all want to try to see how we can kind of get to the line, cross a little bit over the line and come back. The line is crossed. Somebody just said in my comments, oh, where in the rule book does it says I can't get my hair braided by my... Do you need a rule for that? Do we need a rule for that? Let's start using our common sense. That's not what you should be doing at school. And I don't care when it was. I don't care if it was a 10-minute break. I don't care if it was an hour break. He is at school and you have to hold up a certain level of professionalism while you are in your workplace. Some jobs you can do that. You know, if you're a remote worker, I'm sure you can go get your nails. And I've got my hair done by my hairstylist, and I was a remote worker, and I worked. But I worked. I was not on camera where my job could see me getting my hair. I was not under the dryer on camera getting my... y'all got to know when and where to do. That ain't it. It's not it. And I guarantee you he knew it wasn't it, but he knew that it was going to get attention. He knew that it was going to get clout. Read the room. Y'all gotta know a little bit more about this whole social media. A lot of this stuff on here be clickbait. It's clickbait. He should have been doing what he needs to. No one's saying he cannot have a break at work. It's literally illegal to not give people breaks when they are working. But what you do on your break, you are still held accountable for. Okay, I want y'all to really understand that. I know a lot of people are arguing this break. Took a break, lunch break, after break. You are still, if you rob the bank on your break and you work for the bank, you're still going to get in trouble for robbing the refrigerating here because no one robbed the bank. But my point I'm trying to make is that what you do is still going to impact you regardless if you are at work or not at work. Okay, you have to still hold a certain level of professionalism, especially in the educational world, especially when you're dealing with kids. Do I feel bad for him? Of course I do. No one should lose their job. But it's important to understand that these are things that you guys have to learn. When you're trying to get your degree and you decide, hey, I want to be a teacher, y'all need to know this ain't it. I know TikTok and social media has got everyone thinking that we could do whatever we want when we're at these folks' jobs, but we cannot.
Y'all, so Tuesday, the school I was subbing at for that kept me or whatever, they pulled me in the office and was like, are you aware of your TikTok account? Am I aware of it? Motherfucker, I own it. What the fuck? So she was like, I watch your videos and I don't know how many times I encountered the F word. And I was real understanding. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, but I don't curse in the building. I curse. She was like, it doesn't matter in the parking lot, at home. It's like, but I can do that. If I'm not in the building, I'm cool, man. So I'm like, y'all saw me operate a classroom. Y'all know personally, I don't talk like that, shorty. Like, I can calm down to cursing since I know kids watching type stuff. You feel me? But you know me personally, gang. So don't get in front of these people and act like I'm just something so different. I ain't like that. Boom. So she was like, we really appreciate your time, help, and effort, but you can make it your last day sub here. Okay, cool. My assignment was up anyways, and My son was up anyways Friday type shit, so I don't really tripping. Just picked up another school for them 3 days. Cool. So now it's Monday, y'all. Why the F I picked up at the first school I ever worked at that fired me for TikTok. And I had the fucking audacity to be late, gang. It wasn't no purpose though, but I'm playing with fire. But I'm gonna let y'all know how this day goes, because I'm not finna pull my phone out now. One time in these people building, promise, picky, I'm not, gang. I know some of y'all gonna be like, how you go back there if you got fired? I got fired as a teacher, not as a sub. I'm gonna let y'all know how this day go, gang, you know? Alright, now I'm on lunch. The welcome was warm for most, but cold from a few, you know? But I'm subbing for first grade today. Cool kids. They don't know me. They ain't, you know? So today it's a cool day, bro. You know? I got mugged by somebody. Somebody wasn't too happy to see me. But as expected, gang, I talk to my stuff. You feel me? Let me record on this angle so I don't get their school in the back type shit. But and for the people that saying, you still recording, you don't learn. Gang, as long as I don't record in these people's school, I'm all well. Like, I can say what I want to say in the comfort of my own car. Yes, I can watch my mouth at times. Like I can, because I know kids do watch me. But I don't be thinking about that when I make videos. And that's me, shorty. But I do have an on and off switch. I don't talk like that in the classroom. If I did, I wouldn't, still be. Like, I ain't ever get in trouble for my performance. I ain't ever had to leave a school for my performance. It's all about social media and how I, present myself. And I understand that, so I do gotta calm down just a little bit, but that's me. You feel what I'm saying? But I have learned, don't record in school, don't record the students. Watch what I say. And I'm learning as I go type shit. I'm still young, but, stop with the negativity game, because I know what I'm doing. Love, though.
If you are currently working as a special education teacher in any state in the United States, I urge you to listen to me. For those of you that also follow the Special Education Boss, you might have listened to a recent video she made about special education teachers being fired, and I want to go a little further on that video. So I know this is absolutely happening because I've now had this happen in 2 cases that I have recently filed, one in a state complaint and one through an OCR complaint, which is through the Office of Civil Rights. So if you think that your job is protected as a special education teacher when you are not special education certified, let me tell you, I hate to say it in this way, but you are being lied to by your district. Absolutely, 100%. There are no exceptions. It doesn't matter if they told you that, oh, it's okay, you're on a waiver. Oh, it's fine because you're in a special education teacher certification program. Oh, it's okay for this. I don't care if your aunt knows the superintendent. Doesn't matter. And let me tell you why. So I'm going to read from you directly. This is a memorandum or a letter that was sent out from the Department of Education Office of Special Education Programming, also known as OSEP. And the letter was dated October 4th, 2022. And it's talking about, the subject matter is personnel qualifications under Part B of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And basically what it's talking about here is the qualifications. Now, I'm not talking about general education teaching. I understand there are waivers that can be made for general education positions. I'm specifically speaking about special education positions. And it goes on to talk about personnel qualifications that are required under Section 612 of IDEA CFR 300.156, that the state education agency must establish and maintain qualifications to ensure that personnel necessary to carry out the purpose of IDEA Part B are appropriately and adequately prepared and trained, including those that have the content, knowledge, and skills to serve children with disabilities. So again, I'm not talking about general education teachers. I'm talking about special education teachers. If you are not special education certified and you don't have a certificate within the state that says you are certified to teach special education students in the area that you are currently teaching, you can be fired on the spot. Literally, no warning. And I'm telling you right now, it's happening. And teachers don't realize it. They say, well, the schools, recently I was told, well, the schools told me it was okay because we're a district of innovation. No, false, wrong. I hate to say that, there are no exceptions. And so I want to lead you to page 2 of the memo from OSAP, and it says, as noted above, the state education agency may not waive the special education or related services personnel certification or licensure requirements on an emergency, a temporary, or a provisional basis. So I'm telling you right now, no exceptions are being allowed. What's happening is districts are looking out for themselves, right? So they get a violation against them by the state complaint system or through the Office of Civil Rights. And the first thing they're doing is firing that adult that's in the classroom that's serving as a special education teacher who's not certified. I love teachers. I was a teacher for many years. And we are going in and we are firing teachers who were hired and given the information that it was okay for them to serve in a position for which they are not certified. If you are in one of those positions, I would urge you to start looking for another job for which you are adequately qualified for.
Hopefully these people can find a job soon. Best of luck to them. What do you think about this video? Comment down below. Until next video.